Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode number 19 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here in MLB 15. The show, so the Orioles make a couple trades over the over the All-Star break, but then we get a surprise here. We are coming in out of the bullpen.
Catfish Lowry has been demoted to the bullpen for the time being, so he'll pitch here in relief and he'll try to earn his way back into the rotation.
Well, I suspect this is probably temporary. A few good innings out of the pen, and we'll see him in the rotation again soon. Maybe he just needs a little wake-up call.
So after a disappointing start to his 2016 campaign, Jim Lowry has been demoted to the bullpen by his manager Buck Showalter. So we enter our first relief appearance of our Major League career here. Runners on second and third, and no one out here for Houston. Talk about as tough of a spot as you're going to find. So luckily we get Evan Gattis to fly out for the first out, no tag on the runners, and then Chris Carter goes down for a big out number 2 there on the fastball. So 2 down now for George Springer, the 0-2. He's going to go down swinging as well on the sliders. So that is a pretty effective start for Jim Lowry. Strikes out 2 and gets out of the jam. Now we're onto the bottom of the 5th. Hank Conger is up. He's going to swing and miss at strike 1, looks at strike 2, and then strike 3 swinging on the changeup. Lowry's third strikeout of his appearance so far. And now the next batter is going to be, actually, I'm not even sure who this is. I think this is Jake Marisnick. He's going to go down 0-2, and now on 0-2, it's going to be another changeup. Strikeout number 4 for Big Jim. So his first relief appearance looking pretty good so far, but we're on to the bottom of the 7th now. First pitch of the AB, and Springer is going to go to deep right field. That ball is back and gone. A solo home run. So it appears Lowry's demotion of the bullpen hasn't really fixed his home run issues, but anyway, as to the bullpen demotion, I'm just hoping we get back into the rotation sooner rather than later, mainly because coming out of the bullpen, and you'll see it later in the episode, coming into the bullpen really affects how many training points Lowry can get, and we do not want to hurt his progression. So anyway, entering this game against Texas, that one is going to bounce off of us, but we recover in time to get the out. Now we're into the bottom of the 6th. This is a pretty high leverage spot here, a 1-1 game in the 6th inning. But Lowry strikes out Chu there on the changeup. Now in the bottom of the 7th, Elvis Andrus up. He's going to ground this one into right field for a base hit. That's going to put 2 men on now with no one out for Texas. A big opportunity to try and get the lead here. It's Prince Fielder's turn after a ground ball. Got runners up to second and third. Now Fielder diving stop by the shortstop, Danny Muno. Throw to first in time. I think that's Muno over there today. But anyway, diving stop nonetheless, and a great throw to first keeps the runners where they are. So again, working around second and third with less than 2 outs. Now with 2 outs, Joey Gallo up. He's going to go down looking on that changeup, and Lowry is fired up coming out of that one, getting out of the jam. Take a look at the replay here. Watch Lowry on the left. Look at him jumping around, doing a 360 spin there, pumping his right fist, and stranding both runners for Texas. So now Josh Hamilton up to lead off the bottom of the 8th, and he's going to take one to deep right field. That ball is high. It is far and out of here. A solo home run for Josh Hamilton. And again, the home run issues continue for Jim Lowry. Even though he's looked so good really so far coming out of the bullpen, still those home runs, those pesky home runs, man. So that day finishes 2 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and Lowry picks up the loss, unfortunately, his 4th of the season. So now we go about a week or so without pitching. We get into a series, or get into the series finale here against the New York Yankees. Down 1 run in the 5th. We're in the throwback uniforms today, so we inherit Didi Gregorius at second base, but he's going to get thrown out trying to steal third for out number 2. And then the next pitch of the AB to Shera on 0-2. He's going to strike out again on the changeup, which has really become an effective pitch so far this episode for Big Jim Lowry. Now a 3-1 count to Steven Pierce. That one is going to be low and in the dirt, so the runner is going to get from second to third there, and then Pierce will get to first on the walk. So first and third with just 1 out for Randall Grichuk here for the Yankees. That's going to be a slow ground ball fielded by the catcher. Quick throw to second for 1 out to first in time. Wow, wait, 2-6-3 double play, not something you see too often, but that gets us out of the inning. So now Eduardo Lopez up with 1 man on and no men out here. 0-2 count. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, a second for 1 on a first in time, a 5-4-3 double play, and that would retire the first 2 men of the inning. Now, next batter is going to be Didi Gregorius. 0-1 count to Didi, and he's going to hit one high and deep to right field. Is this another home run? Yes, it is. This time it's Didi Gregorius going yard. 3rd straight appearance with a home run for Lowry. Now, later in the inning, Brett Gardner up. He's going to dribble this one off the mound. Tough play for Plawecki there to get the speedy Gardner, but he does that nonetheless. So Lowry's day would be done for that. 2 2/3, 3 hits, a 1 earned, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and no decision for Lowry on that one. So this time we don't get into a game until the following weekend series against the Cleveland Indians. Coming in here in the bottom of the 6th, man on, 1 man out. We're going to strike out David Murphy there on the up and in 4-seam fastball there. For out number 2, Lowry would get out of the inning. So still in the bottom of the 7th of a tied game here. Again, another high leverage spot for Lowry. He's going to induce a pop-up from Jason Kipnis. Behind the mound, Lowry there. He will make the play. That will be out at number 1 in the inning. So we're going to skip ahead now to the bottom of the 8th as Brandon Moss's turn. A 1-0 count to the former Red Sox prospect. He's going to hit one to deep right center field. Oh no, not another home run. No, that one is tracked down by Jimmy Paredes just in front of the wall right there, right up against the warning track. And that would be out at number 1 in the inning. So now later in the inning, 2 outs. Yan Gomes up. He's going to go down swinging on the wipeout slider right there from Jim. And his day would be done. So this is his first scoreless relief appearance. 3 1/3, 2 hits and no runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. And he picks up the win as well as the Orioles would take the game 2-0, and Lowry gets the player of the game. So maybe some things looking up for Jim. He's looked good out of the bullpen so far. You know, the home run issues have still persisted, but other than that, he's striking out guys. He's not giving up a lot of walks, and overall pitching pretty well, I think. So I don't know. Hopefully soon enough we will see Jim Lowry back into the rotation. But for now, success out of the bullpen is fine by me. So as you can see, we ran into a bit of a dilemma here. We have so many attributes sort of diminishing because we're not getting enough training points because we're not pitching enough out of the bullpen. So I end up selling my Dallas Keuchel card here for a zillion stubs, and then end up giving myself 5,000 training points to fix all this stuff, make sure we don't you know, start regressing, and then I use you know, the rest of this on just upgrading my pitcher in general, you know, getting my home runs per 9 up, which is a focal point, obviously, considering the struggles we've had with that recently. Get our stamina back up to an 80, get our fastball velocity up a little bit. We work on our 2-seamer here a bit, because that's a pitch we've sort of neglected so far, since it is our newest pitch. So we get the velocity and control up to 90s, and then, or 70s, excuse me, not 90s, and then we leave it there. So anyway, next appearance is going to be in that same series against Cleveland, so apparently we've earned enough trust to earn another relief appearance here pretty shortly after our last one. But this one we come into, it's pretty garbage, or I should say it's pretty much garbage time at this point. The Indians up 6-0 early. So we get a ground ball there. That's a double play. Now bottom 5, it's Francisco Lindor up. He jacks one to deep right center field. Is this ball gone? No, it is not. Jimmy Paredes again tracking it down right up against the wall right there for the out. So luckily that one probably hit to one of the deeper parts of the ballpark, but not quite a home run. Now Jason Kipnis up 0-1 count. He's going to hit one to deep right center field, and this one is going to clear the fence. This one's not staying in the yard. That is a solo bomb for Jason Kipnis. A solo shot that makes it now 7-0 Cleveland on top of Baltimore here this afternoon. But anyway, again, home run issues continuing, even though we got our home run per 80, or our home run per 90 all the way up to an 80. But still, Carlos Santana up now. He's going to strike out swinging on the changeup. So again, another strikeout on the changeup, becoming our new favorite out pitcher, at least for this episode. Now Yan Gomes up. He's going to strike out swinging on the fastball. 98 on the gun right there. That is not something Lowry has touched too often, but he gets it up there. I mean, look at this. Gomes completely behind on it, and he strikes out. That is the second time we've stricken out Gomes so far this episode. But David Murphy up now later in the inning. He's going to ground this one into the hole at short, throw into first in time, and they got him. What a play by our shortstop Danny Muno there. And that would do it for Jim. His day would be done. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Pretty solid performance there, aside from the home run, of course. And now we got another appearance here against the Chicago White Sox at home this time. And already with a man on first, Adam Eaton grounds this one down the first baseline for a base hit. Both runners hustling, and Eaton is going to get into second safely. It's going to be a 1-out double. So that's going to put 2 men on, 1 man out for Jose Abreu. 2-2 count. He's going to ground this one back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Here comes Eaton. He's going to score no problem, and it's a 2-run single for the Cuban import Jose Abreu. So that is going to give the White Sox now a 9-0 lead. Another garbage time appearance here for Jim Lowry, but he's going to get Mike Morse to strike out there on the up and in fastball for Lowry's first strikeout of the evening. Now it's Wilmer Flores' turn, top 5, 1-1 count, and Flores jacks one to deep center field. This ball is back. Jones on the run, and he makes the catch right up against the wall there. So another deep fly ball. Jones gets all the way to the warning track here before making this catch. So luckily that one stays in the yard. Now top 5, this is Tyler Flowers up 3-2 count. He's going to hit one to deep left field. If it's fair, it's very gone, and it just stays foul. Luckily enough, we would retire Flowers, and now with 1 man on and 1 man out later in the inning. That is strike 3 swinging on the high fastball. Another strikeout on the fastball for Big Jim Lowry. So now 2 outs, or actually we're going to skip out to the top of the 6th here. Jose Abreu up. That one is hit right off of us. Lowry makes the running throw to first, even though the runner was on first already. Didn't even want to try and go for the double play there, but unfortunately Lowry in a bit of discomfort on the field. He's clutching at his rib cage and wincing quite a bit. He will be forced to leave the ball game here with the medical trainer here, as well as Buck Showalter. So a disappointing effort here. Do not want to get hurt like that. We'll make sure, or at least we'll hope that it's nothing serious, but we'll have to find out after the game. So anyway, we fully recovered. It was just bruised ribs. It was no big deal. And then look at that, we are back in the starting rotation. So next episode, we are back in the rotation. Our bullpen stint turned out to be a short one, and that's going to do it. So get ready for that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.